Mr. Borelli.
Here.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Here.
Mr. Dempsey.
Here.
Mrs. DiMatteo absent. Mrs. Gaglione absent. Mrs. Beck.
Here.
And Chair is here. Okay, we have presentations this evening from 3 groups, and we'll roll into them right now.
We don't need to adjourn the special meeting. We need to adjourn the
We
special.
can roll into the right next because we have 12. Yeah, we don't have to.
Hi, everyone. I brought the party. All right. Filling, guys.
Read this under your...
I put them away. You guys are strong.
Smart move. Let's go delegation.
I just got 2 for no reason.
Payback's a help, I think. Yeah.
Hello, board members, Mr. I brought today the ICDC competition team, and I want them to share a little bit of their experience at the competition with you and what they took away from it. So, Lexi, if you'd like to start.
Hi, I'm Leslie Buchanan, Delsea DECA Secretary.
I'm Isabel McKeever, I'm the Delsea DECA Treasurer.
We participated in the DECA Thrive Academy at ICDC.
In order to earn these seats, we have to accomplish specific milestones for promotion and community service campaigns with our DECA chapter.
This included multiple school and community outreach activities, alumni events, and committed member participation in a major community service project.
This campaign took nearly 4 months to accomplish, but earned our chapters 2 seats in the Thrive Leadership Academy.
Developing leaders is at the core of the DECA experience.
In our Thrive Academy, we were able to network with other high-performing chapters to develop a toolbox of essential marketing and business skills.
We learned strategies to help us become effective communicators and critical thinkers.
We interacted with CEOs and professionals from many diverse backgrounds who shared their insights and wisdom with us.
Thrive really helped me to understand my own personal leadership style. I feel I'm becoming a better collaborator, and I understand how to make our DECA members feel understood and appreciated.
Thrive helped me to understand the impacts our chapter has made by creating meaningful projects for our members and our community. I look forward to planning exciting chapter events for next year.
Next, you will hear from our Elevate Academy.
Hi, I'm Leah Dempsey,
And my name is Emma Hunt,
and I'm the Community Service Chairperson on the Action Team.
and I'm a part of the Delsea DECA Community Service Committee.
And we also participated in the Thrive Academy with them, but we were just in like a separate area from them.
And to get to ICDC, we did the New Jersey Community Service Project to raise money for the American Cancer Society.
We raised over $1,000, and we did it through fundraisers like a raffle basket. We did a Miracle Minute and a Staff Juice Day.
What we did during this conference is we did team building activities with people from all over the world.
We learned really valuable skills on how to build our chapter, and we plan to use these skills to make Delsea definitely even stronger.
Something I gained a lot from this was experience and life skills that I couldn't learn from just a basic classroom.
Something I took away from the academy and the conference was how I feel like it really built my confidence. When I first went to the conference, I didn't realize how big it was going to be and how there's going to be people from like all over the whole entire world. And I think that it really opened my eyes to realize like how much opportunities out there in the world for me.
Overall, we're so thankful for this opportunity and experience because it benefited us as individuals and together as a DECA chapter.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jordan Blackmell. I'm part of the DECA Action Team, and I'm on the fundraising committee.
I'm Naomi Batista Perez, and I'm just a Delsea DECA member.
And to get to ICDC, we competed in the project management series, and we had a financial literacy project. So basically, we took on the FAFSA topic with FAFSA application. And to do this, we kind of had a meeting with Ms. Melissa Velkowski at the high school. She gave us some information on FAFSA and like all the benefits and like how to apply for it. And then after this, then we did go to a meeting at the high school that they had with parents and students. And this was just to like give them more information on FAFSA and like how to apply, the process. And then also we did also want to create an informational video so people are able to like for more for students, just like a set easy-based, the simple process of FAFSA. And with this, it was just nice, especially as sophomores, taking on this topic. It was a huge topic for us, mainly because it's more for like seniors as they go off to college. FAFSA helps them with financial aid, and not everyone knows that it's like a simple, easy process, and there's a lot of money being left on the table that students can take for higher education. So taking this to an elite level at ICDC Nationals with everyone from many different states, countries, it was just a very nice experience to take on as sophomores, and we hope that we can do this again next year.
Attending DECA's International Career Development Conference 2025 was a great, valuable, and eye-opening experience. It wasn't just competition, it was ways that we could grow professionally and personally. Professionally, we were able to grow in many different ways. If it was just presenting to our judge or answering on-the-spot questions, we had to reply and think very fast and speak clearly and lead confidently. These were skills that we could use at any moment in our life, not just in DECA. Personally, I grew in ways I didn't expect. I stepped out of my comfort zone with public speaking and presentation. I'm not a really big public speaker or a presenter, but doing DECA and being able to compete in an international level was a great way to step out of my comfort zone. I presented to a judge and met so many other people across the country and met with people with unique stories, different backgrounds. And it was a really great way to really just see the opportunities that are out there in the business and marketing world, and it was a great way for me to decide what I wanted to do in the future if business was really the way I wanted to step into. And now we are going to hear from our SBE.
Thank you, Naomi. I'm Peyton Green, a fourth-year DECA member.
And I'm Jana Kamiko, a third-year DECA member.
To get into ICDC, we competed on our school story paper. This year was the largest group of competitors from all over the world in the SBE category. To actually be eligible for competition, we had to write a 50-page paper on 10 performance indicators and earn a gold level certification, which is the highest certification DECA has.
There were two parts to our competition at ICDC, Academy and the presentation. In the Academy, we got to talk to business professionals. One thing that I learned from them is the importance of connecting with the community. And with me being a junior, we plan on bringing it back and using it in our store next year.
Our presentation was on market planning. We use market planning all the time in the store. As an example, we use market planning anytime sales drop to see how popular product it is and why that drop was made.
I plan on taking over my dad's business out of high school. So this has helped me prepare and prep for my future.
Does your dad know that yet?
Yeah, he does.
It's not a hostile takeover, right?
Okay, well, I want to take a few moments just to say thank you very much for always supporting the DECA program. For over 20 years, we have made it to the international competition level, and it isn't without sweat equity. I do want to say that you're opening doors for these young women and all of the DECA members, and you're changing the face of leadership by doing that. But they also know what hard work it was to get there. Not only just me cracking the whip on them in the classroom, but they had to go out and earn it. And ladies, if you would turn around, I'd like to show them what networking in action really looks like. On the back of their shirts are all the sponsors that they went and solicited. You can turn back around. By doing that, and with your support, they were able to pay for the trip, and no parent had to pay 1 penny out of their pocket. So that, to me, was the biggest accomplishment. That's my goal every year, is to get this done and to get it done without any financial burden. So thank you for your support on that.
I'm going to say thank you to you, Eileen, because nobody puts more time and effort into a program than you do, with your program. And you girls are so impressive, and you talk about just the tenacity and the grit. I can remember last year, Peyton, when I kept forgetting about the Jeans Day. We got to do that Jeans Day, we got to do that Jeans Day. So it's impressive. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I always talk too much, but I have to compliment the DECA. I had a niece that graduated from the program just a few years ago, and was very, very actively involved in DECA. That was her focus. Went off to Rider University, graduated with a marketing degree. Now she works for Big Pharma, travels all over the world doing conferences and working for pharmaceutical companies all across the country as a result of, no question, about the DECA experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Speaking of accomplishments, next we're going to bring up the 4-time state champion high school wrestling team. Come on.
Okay, they come in herds apparently, right, wrestlers? So I just want to thank them, for coming out here tonight and for all the work that they have done. And it's funny because I was talking to Ken about this, and I said, I actually didn't tell him this. When I interviewed to be a teacher here, Paul was the principal. And I remember we were just having a conversation at the end, and he's like, well, you went to Camden Catholic. What did you know about Delsea? And I said, your wrestling team is really good, right? And that still stands true. So if you look at their stats, besides being back-to-back state champions, they have won 14, I had to write it down because there's so many, 14 consecutive sectional titles. This year we had 9 district champions, 1 regional champion. Jamar Dixon is now the all-time win wrestling match winner with 156 wins. He finished 2nd in the states. A bunch of them had to go. They're going to be added to the 100 wins. What's that called? The board up there. So you have Riley Boos with 107, Xavier Stokes with 107, Sal Marquez, who's only a junior, with over 100 and counting, and also placed 3rd in states this year, and Gage Summers with 134. So congratulations to all of you. And we tell them this, we look to them to be the leaders in our building, and they do, okay? They help everyone else in the school, they help with school culture, and that comes from them, their coaches, Mr. Shout, and our school as a whole. So I'll turn it over to Ken.
And just real quick to add on with the coaching staff that we have here, trying to look at both parts of the room, starting with the head coach, Mr. Tom Maxwell. If anybody knows Tom Maxwell, he loves attention. He loves talking to the media. He loves being the face of the organization. This was not on his bingo card to be the head coach of this team. And Tom Maxwell not only stepped up when we needed it to, he knocked it out of the park. He was a dream coach to work with, and obviously results are what they were. They speak for themselves. But I don't even need to bring Tom up here to say this. I've heard him say it a million times. He cannot do it without his staff. and our staff is an army. It's actually kind of a little bit of a joke in South Jersey when we roll in and we have 10 coaches. And, you know, I wouldn't even, you know, we got Kurt back there who came in, and it's like he's been one of us from day one. Frank, CJ, Dylan, the whole Maxwell family, right? George, Mason, Sal Marquez Sr. helping out. Steve Isles is still even jumping in there. Dylan Dobzhansky. We roll in, people kind of give us side eyes, like, are you guys kidding? Really? Like, you're rubbing it in our face? Every single one of those coaches does a job. They work with a specific group. They're there for the kids. It's not money. Most of them are not getting paid. They are here every single day. They work with our midget programs to keep this train moving. And we could not do it without our coaching staff. It's an unbelievable group. So I wanted to say that. And to our young men standing right here, as Mrs. DePasquale said, the wins are great. And we had a breakfast, and I tried to explain to the guys here that sometimes we take things for granted here at Delsea, right? Sometimes we're so good at things, we take it a little bit for granted. And I wanted them to stop, and I wanted them to realize what an accomplishment this was. This is a storied program, and to be one of, if not the best teams in 4 years in this program is an amazing accomplishment. I hope we can reflect on that, and we can sit back and we can enjoy that someday. And they truly are leaders in our building. If I need anything done, I look at them. No discipline issues. Character. Every single one of these kids has character. There's a whole bunch of 100 wins coming from this group, and I'm just, we're extremely proud of everybody. Thank you so much for being here and showing up the way you did. Appreciate it.
Any questions? How much weight did they gain so far?
Oh, probably a lot. Probably a lot of weight. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Next up, we'll bring Ken Alinsky and Sarah Jones to talk a little bit.
Do you want to do baseball? Remember we had the miracle league?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I thought we were.
I thought you were all right. Sarah, you aren't going to wrestle anybody to get through here, right?
They can go first.
Hi, this is Sarah Jones, and this is Ken Alinsky to talk about some things that have been going on with the Interact Club.
Hi, I'm the co-advisor,
I'm the advisor.
and we brought some of our students here today to really talk to you about all the wonderful things that they've been doing this year. Since the pandemic, it's been hard trying to get us to do some more events, some more fundraisers, and this has been our busiest year yet, so I brought some of our students here to talk to you about what they've been doing in the community.
So hello everyone, today we are here to talk about the importance of having Interact Club at Delsea Regional High School and its impact on the community and stakeholders.
I'm London Rodriguez. I have been a part of Interact Club for about 3 years now. Interact Club gives us a chance to make a real difference in our community. By getting involved in service projects, we learn leadership skills while also connecting with others with different backgrounds and fostering understanding and friendships while also learning the needs of others. I definitely think Interact Club really helped me to understand like taking care of your people. Delsea is a community with sports and academics and art, and Interact Club allows everyone in this community to be able to create that for the younger generations. And by us going into the middle school, going into maybe the younger schools will allow us to create them and make them more of like a part of the Delsea community that we all talk about and praise about.
I'm Blaze Leonardo. I've been involved in Interact for about 2 years now. And I think through Interact, I've learned a lot of valuable lessons through our experiences, and I've built communication skills, problem solving skills, and leadership skills. And I think all those are really valuable for my future.
I'm Leah Dempsey, and ultimately, Interact Club empowers young people like me to become active and engage with others around the community. By working together to create positive change, we develop a sense of purpose as well as a lifelong commitment to service. Not only does this benefit the community, but it also shapes us into responsible, compassionate leaders of the future.
I'm Jules Del Monte, and I think Interact is just very important to have in the community, mainly because it helps like reach out to people and to give people like more hope, more like an impact, and it shows us that like we're a part of the community, not only as a school, but just as to help out like people. Like on Thanksgiving, it showed me that how much of an impact like that we really had with helping out the homeless. And thank you all for your support.
I'm Matthew Duca, and I'm a 7th grader at the middle school. I wanted to talk about the positive impact the Interact Club has made on younger students like me. For the past 7 years, I've helped with the Interact Club's annual Thanksgiving dinner. It's something I look forward to every year. Helping serve food and seeing people smile makes me feel like I'm part of something meaningful. This year, some Interact students visited our middle school to deliver character lessons and talk about what they do. They were really impressive, confident, kind, and passionate. The social media lesson has helped me understand the dangers of social media use and how to respond in uncomfortable online situations. They have also shown us how important it is to give back, be positive role models to younger students, and advocate for change. Because of them, I'm really excited to join Interact when I get to high school. I want to keep helping others and be part of the positive and hard work they do. Thank you for supporting the Interact Club and giving students like me to look forward to.
We can't thank you enough for all your support, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to give back to the community, because that's what we're all about. We're about giving back to the community. As somebody who lives in this town myself and grew up here, it means a lot to me to be able to give back to the town that gave to me growing up.
And it's amazing to see some of these students and where they were in 10th grade and watching them just grow in 3 short years, and the leadership skills that they have gotten, and not just the leadership skills, but also the self-confidence that they've gotten from the team building, from the Thanksgiving dinner. It's really made them a lot more confident in themselves. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, we're going to bring up the baseball team to talk about their work recently with the Miracle League.
Before we get started, I just would like to introduce Coach Vince Landino to everybody. He's our new head baseball coach. Obviously, we have Coach Cortez, our assistant coach. And they're going to talk in a second about some work they did with the Miracle League on opening day. The reason this is, I know Mr. Ciciola got a little correspondence in this. I got a few emails about this. A few good points about the team going to that. Coach Landino said nothing about this. This wasn't something that he was just putting out there to, look good. This is something that he wanted to do. It's nice when we had our interviews and Coach Landino talked about some of the new initiatives that he would like to get involved with. And this was one of them. You obviously don't want to step in and do 100 different things every year, but it's nice to see somebody come in and follow through on what they say. And when Mr. Ciciola and I talked about this, he goes, it would be nice to bring him to the board meeting. I said, that would be great. And a couple days after they did this, Coach Landino won his first baseball game. And then the day of our board meeting, he won a second baseball game. And I said, man, how cool, Vince, would it be if we could do this right now? Because I told him about it. I said, we got to wait till next month, but it would be so cool. I could introduce you as undefeated Coach Vince Landino coming up here to talk. 15 games later, even today with a 21-1 victory over Deptford, still undefeated at 17-0, standing in front of you. What was supposed to be a little bit of a rebuilding year, but it's because of the players and the coaches, and they're having a good time and they're doing it right. And I'll give you the floor to talk about this.
Well, now that you jinxed me. So we've had a lot of success this year so far. I have a great staff. Coach Cortez, Christian's been excellent. He's my right-hand man. These two gentlemen right here, they were our two shining stars the day we went to Miracle League. They both did an excellent job. We got great reviews. I got texts and emails the second we left asking their names. They wanted them to be recognized right away. They just stepped up. They handled themselves very well. They were buddies. We were called buddies for the day. They buddied with the little kids. They ran the bases with them. They interacted with them, talked a little bit of baseball, just had fun and laughed. But these two were shining stars, man. They went above and beyond, and I got rave reviews for both of these two young men, two sophomores. This is Luke and this is Milo, both sophomores, both young kids, but I'll tell you what, they showed up that day and they were wise beyond their years. They didn't act like sophomores that day, that's for sure. So they deserve a lot of credit for how they handled themselves, and we got a lot of rave reviews that day from their actions.
What's Miracle League?
Miracle League, it's a special needs baseball program based out of Gloucester County. Each county has one. Gloucester County's over at GCIT at Bankbridge School. They have a turf baseball field behind the school, and every year they have an opening day where they invite like 10 teams of special needs kids, and they invite some teams out to buddy up and help them and kind of just play baseball with them for the day, and we stepped up and volunteered for it.
And I have to share this, that in the correspondence that was brought to me, they talked about all the kids that were there did a terrific job working with the young people. They said, your kids stayed the entire day. Your kids really gave of themselves. Your kids went the extra mile. These were people that I do not know. It's not like I had a conversation, they mentioned it to me. They reached out specifically to tell me, it's so impressive, it really is, and it's a great representation of who we want our Delsea family to be. We can't thank you enough for that. I love the 17-0 part too. This is awesome.
Thank you.
So this is, I know we have a lot of sport people in here and some baseball people in this room. So I just want to say, gentlemen, that's what baseball is. That's what baseball is about. I think the four of you know that. So thank you for doing that for those young kids over there. And thank you for representing Delsea. That's what we want to see. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us out, guys.
Thank you. All right, we're leaving.
Motion to adjourn?
Can I have a motion to approve minutes for the regular meeting?
So moved.
Second. We have a first and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Objections? Abstentions? Motion carried. Motion for approval of the minutes for the executive session for April.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Any communications on for the board? Yes, sir. Any citizens that would like to be heard? Okay. On the reorganization, I make a motion to approve the appointment of Dr. David Corner as school's physician for 2025-2026 school year at the yearly rate of $19,950.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Make a motion to approve the appointment of Angela Gregory as treasurer of school monies.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Make a motion to approve Newfield National Bank as the school depository.
Second.
We have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the following professional service appointments for 2025-2026 school year as listed.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I Make a motion to approve the appointment of Connor Strong and Buckaloo as broker of record as listed.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve participation in the school health insurance fund.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the official newspapers as listed.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the appointment of Michelle De Pasquale as issuing officer for working papers.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the appointment of Dr. Lisa Nemi for the following positions as listed.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the following HIB positions as listed.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the appointment of Joseph Collins for the following positions as listed.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve Mary Beth Warfield as grievance procedure 504-ADA compliance officer, students and staff.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the appointment of Kenneth Stout as Title IX coordinator.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Make a motion to approve the recognition of official bargaining units as listed.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Make a motion to approve the appointment of Francis Sola as acting board secretary for emergency purposes.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Make a motion to approve the appointment of tax shelter annuity companies and brokers as listed.
Second.
We have first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the chart of accounts as established by New Jersey Department of Education.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Make a motion to approve the appointment of David Zeck to the following positions as listed.
Second.
We have first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Make a motion to approve the appointment of Brianna Rucci as the chemical hygiene officer.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Make a motion to approve the appointment of D-Block Environmental Services LLC as a licensed water operator.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the appointment of Tina Basil-Fioli as the District Awareness Coordinator.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the appointment of Melissa Politowski as DCP and P Liaison.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the appointment of Joseph Collins as Board Secretary, Business Administrator.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarillo?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
And Chair votes yes. Thank you. Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the additional pay rates not covered by a collective bargaining unit as listed.
Second.
We have a first and second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarillo?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried. Make a motion to approve District's 2025-26 list of written curricula and courses of study and textbooks, curriculum evaluation schedule, child study guidance, media center programs, and services.
Second.
First and second. Roll call. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarillo?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
And chair votes yes. Motion carried. I make a motion to approve in accordance with policy 6471, school district travel, and NJAC 6A23A-7, the establishment of a maximum travel amount of the 2025-26 school year in the amount of $7,900 for the operating fund. The maximum travel amount excludes travel expenses supported by federal funds. The annual maximum amount per employee for regular business travel shall be $1,500. For school year 2024-25, school district travel was budgeted for $7,138 for the operating fund. As of April 25th, 2025, $5,591 have been expended. The total amount of travel supported by federal funds for the prior year, the current year, and the projected amount for the next budget year are as follows. 2023-24, $336.69. 24-25, zero. 25-26, $500.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarillo?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried. Committee reports. Mrs. Gaglione is ill. Couldn't come this evening, so Mrs.
No, I'm taking that one for him.
Mrs. Beck will step in.
Oh, wait, he's not gonna like this, this is what I'm gonna do.
That's okay.
I make a motion to approve items A 1 through 35 to approve.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion carried. Budget and Finance, Mr. Fitzgerald.
Make a motion to approve the board secretary's report in accordance to state statute for the month of March 2024, 25. The board secretary certified no line item account has been overexpended in violation of state statute, and all sufficient funds are available to meet the district financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year.
Second.
I have a question. Should that be 2025?
Yes.
It's just a typo in all of these places.
Yep, we'll approve it as amended.
Okay. Make a motion to approve the treasurer's report in accordance to state statute. And
We didn't.
We didn't vote on the first one.
We have a first and second on the motion. Any questions on the motion? It's going to be amended. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
make a motion to approve treasurer's report in accordance to state statute for the month of March 2025. Treasury report and secretary report is in agreement with March 2025.
Second. We have first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve with according to state statute the certification of the board secretary that there is no changes in anticipated revenue amounts or revenue sources.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the board's of education certification on the state statute that we certify after review of the secretary's monthly financial report and upon consultation with the appropriate district officials that to the best of our knowledge, no major accounts or funds have been overexpended in violation of state statute, and their sufficient funds are available to meet the district's financial obligation for the remainder of the fiscal year.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the report of transfers for March 2025.
Second. We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the following bills as listed.
Second.
First and a second. Any questions on the motion? Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried. Thank you for your report. Mr. Borelli?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion to approve the following clinics, workshops as listed.
Second. We have first and second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following reimbursements for Google certification training paid out of the Title IV grant as listed.
Second. We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Apex and Educere as a credit recovery vendor, vendors for the 25-26 school year.
Second. First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the 25-26 novel list summer reading list.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve certified Wilson tutor to provide supplemental reading services for the 24-25 and the 25-26 school year.
Second. First and second. Any questions on the motion? Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the district's comprehensive equity plan for 25-26 through 27-28 school years.
Second.
Hear your first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve Gloucester County Special Services to complete evaluations and provide services as needed for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve Para Plus to provide translation services for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Any questions on the motion? Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Piscarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve submission of the Elevate Career and Technical CTE Innovation Grant application in the amount of $50,000.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve submission of the Expanding Innovations in Teacher Climate and Culture Competitive Grant in the amount of $61,250.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve athletic training student Tegan Borgett to perform observation hours during May and June 2025 under the supervision of Kevin Browse.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve receipt of the NJDOE approval of the district school year 25 QSAC district improvement plan.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
That concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for your report, Mr. Burlow. The policy, Mrs. Doherty?
Yes. I make a motion to approve upon first reading policy 5410.01 regarding accelerated admission into high school.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
That's it for me.
Thank you for your report. Mr. Lightfoot, athletics.
I make a motion to approve the following athletic positions for the 2025-2026 school year as listed.
Second.
First and second, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the 2025-2026 NJSIAA membership dues in the amount of $2,500.
Second.
We have first and second, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Thank you for your report. Building and grounds, someone want to take that? Okay.
Make a motion to approve the following facilities request as listed. Second.
We have first and second, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Cafeteria report, Mrs. Beck.
I make a motion to approve the following cafeteria report as report for March 2025 is listed.
Second.
We have a first and second, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Transportation, Mr. Dempsey, please.
I I make a motion to approve the following transportation jointures as listed.
Second. We have a first and a second. Any question on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the school bus evacuation drills that were completed on the following dates as listed. Second.
Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Thanks for your report, Ms. Dempsey. Superintendent's report, Mr. Tucciolo.
Recommend the board approve the following special education tuition student placements as listed.
Make a motion to,
So moved.
Okay, first and second. Any question on the motion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Doherty.
yes.
Mr. Pizzarelli.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
And chair votes yes. Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the following field trips in accordance with our fee schedule and educational significance as listed.
So moved. Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the March 2025 high school, middle school HIP report as presented last month.
So moved.
Second.
We have first and second. Any question on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board acknowledge the receipt of the April 2025 high school, middle school HIP report as presented.
So moved.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
And the district reports are there for your review.
Ms. Gibbs.
Hello everyone. So first I'm going to get started with talking about the most recent Interact presentation that we had at the middle school, and this was in regards to mental health. In this presentation we discussed stress, ways to identify stress, and coping mechanisms. A lot of the kids didn't really understand what stress was, but they were able to express their symptoms of stress. So we were able to understand that they at least have felt some sort of anxiety or pressures or faced some sort of pressure in school and out of school. And by able to address these things and how they were feeling and giving them sort of resources and accesses and things to do to help mitigate their symptoms or help their stress completely, I feel like it was beneficial to them, especially coming from me as a senior in high school who sometimes gets overworked with her stress. It's definitely easier to start when you're younger and it's first starting to happen, and being able to find different ways where you can learn how to cope effectively. Another point I wanted to make is that today, for Black Cultural Week, we had our museum field trip to the African American Museum in Philadelphia. I personally love this field trip because each year they're contemporary artists and their singer is different, so you get to experience a different person you're learning about, and it's definitely an immersive experience as well. It's either a self-guided tour or we have somebody who's working there guide us, and I think it's beneficial to learn more about the history and culture of Black Americans in the United States. Another thing that's been happening is AP testing. AP testing season has been approaching, and this is one of the reasons why Delsea 1 is so important to students such as I know that Hap has been tired of me being in her room 24/7 because I literally am always in there for Delsea 1. But that's one of the resources that is definitely needed during this crunch week, and I know that not only me, but many students have been taking advantage of that, so I think that's a good addition to our school. And then lastly, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Dean and Mr. Watkins, who are CAD teachers in this school. I officially made my commitment decision for college, and I'm going to Rutgers, New Brunswick for biomedical engineering, and these two classes have definitely prepared me. For instance, in Mr. Watkins' class, I learned the basics of Python programming, so at least I'm aware of different types of programming, and he also offers JavaScript and a whole bunch of different AP classes based on programming, which is important in engineering industry. And also for Mr. Dean's class, he teaches iSTEM 1 to iSTEM 4, and it's a 4-year program if you go all the way through. And this has definitely taught me the basics of engineering, the importance of physics basics, aerodynamics, robotics, and 3D modeling. And now he's having his seniors work on their 3D modeling certification. And I feel like this is going to give me a jump start in college and be more prepared than some of my other classmates who this is their first time being exposed to this type of material. And for me, I've been working with it all year for the past few years, so I know what I'm doing, I have a good grasp on it, and I will be prepared in college. And in the middle school, we had a CAD event where we came here and there was presentations given. It was a 2-day thing, it was 2 sessions. So we broke it up. It was half the CAD courses and then another half of the CAD courses was demonstrated. And I feel like this early exposure is also good for kids who might not know what they want to do in their future yet, but at least have the opportunity to look into a different path. If they don't want to pursue higher education, they still have the opportunity to learn. And yeah, that's all I have for today. So thank you.
I love it how she says, that's all I have. It's great to always have your checklist.
Yes, always.
Executive board members.
I have nothing to add to what we all got.
School board administrator? Nothing for me tonight. Nothing? Okay. Any old business come before the board? New business?
I have new business. I'd like to bring up Ms. Steve Pasquale right now. She's going to make an introduction.
Hi, everyone. As you know, Mr. Baradelli retired in March with us, and Jess and I have been holding it down as the two of us to wait till we found the right person to be the assistant principal. We went through the hiring process. This round we had actually a lot of really great applicants come through, but we had one very clear winner who's going to bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm to our team and kind of complete us up at the high school. So I'd like to bring up Mr. Dan Fougeray.
First, I wanted to thank my beautiful wife, Kimberly, who's in attendance. Without her, I would not be standing up in front of you. Without her,
well done.
Love and support. I know who's the boss. Of course, thank you, Board of Education and administration for taking a chance on me. Someone out of district, not necessarily knowing me, not a ton of administrative experience, but having a passion for education, having a passion for students, being a coach for 13 years, and making connections with students is something that it's all over my face every day when I come to work. So I thank you for that opportunity. It's life-changing for my family. I have a 6-year-old son and a 4-year-old son. I wanted to bring them, but they would have tore this whole place apart. And this is life-changing for us. It's a life-changing opportunity. And I give you my word that I will put everything in my heart, every piece of commitment that I have to committing to Delsea and building upon this culture that you've already created and continue the traditions that you've established already. And I just cannot wait to get it started. I'm very excited. I'm very enthusiastic. As the juice. The juice. As you mentioned, I'm going to bring the juice. I'm going to bring energy every single day. I'm the person that enjoys coming to work every day. And I'm just grateful to be part of the Delsea family. And thank you.
Welcome aboard. Any other new business come before the board? Mr. Burrell?
I don't know if it's appropriate this time. Could we give consideration, like we did last year, about the July board meeting? Or do you want to wait till June to do that?
We can, except for it's your call.
No, it's the board's call.
Yeah. I kind of like meeting in July.
Good, you could be. You like meeting by yourself? I don't know. Can I make a motion?
Sure.
Make a motion that the board consider suspending the July board meeting and allowing the business superintendent and the business administrator to continue business that's essential through that time frame until the August board meeting.
Second.
Okay, first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
People in the crowd were yelling out.
Motion carried. So we will not have a board meeting in July. Any citizens that would like to come before the board? No citizens. Superintendent's evaluation, June meeting. Okay. Be on the lookout. Yeah, be on the lookout. All right, no executive session. Yes, sir. Motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thanks, guys.